This goes out to my subscriber, and pretty sure in England, because why else would you call yourself limey slice or lime slice with a Z, slices? They're not a limey. You want to look at that. Just on first onion powder. For only $1.12, you can begin killing yourself. Oh gosh, I'm seeing some. Paprika ain't too bad, but I think it's inflammatory. Some of that stuff doesn't look too bad. I'm not seeing any. Yeah. Cumin. Actually, this was the aroma I was getting after using. It's actually, I smell edible. Even after like a month, it was. I used the. I have one handy somewhere. No, I don't have it in my pocket. I use the Wet Ones Tropical Splash. I noticed the other day I finally figured out that lovely aroma, which kind of reminds me of a nice, clean Arabic or Hindu person, kind of smells a little bit like ground cumin. Inside my shoes smell edible because I use benzalkonium chloride wipes. It has a fragrance in it that's in combination with my skin. It ends up smelling like, actually I almost developed onion powder. See, here's the problem with onion. Onion contains a molecule that relaxes the esophageal terminal sphincter. That's why you get reflux. It's part of the reproductive strategy of this particular type of plant life, is that you'll get reflux, it'll open up, you'll throw it up, especially in kind of wild onion, wild garlic. Wild garlic's actually an antiprostanoid, then you throw it up with it. If you have, and there will be in there a little bit, if you have any part of near the root or any green tip, it will then immediately begin to grow roots and reproduce. And no thank you. I'm glad it's a minced onion. Ooh, that's even more toxic than okay, now here you go. I like this is all where I can rest one of my arms there. Now garlic powder, even despite heating and desiccation and stuff, this is essentially no different than a bottle of aspirin. This is probably a lethal dose. I'm actually pretty sure if you consumed the entire contents of this bottle, most likely you would die, because this is an antiprostanoid, just like aspirin. The salicylates, sodium salicylate. So, to my fans in England who wanted to know more about food toxicity and spice toxicity, I'm about to move over where I'll point out some of those that are like, you don't know that vanilla is actually a neurochemical analog. Quite tasty and beneficial to your health. Let's move on from here. And I think I have a vendor or a Walmart person. She's busy. Because they can throw me out of here, but yeah, because technically I am on private property, but you're in a public invite business, so like you see all those videos. And now I'm going to make, oh gosh, jalapeno salt. Oh gosh. Okay, you listen up. Lime slice, you limey. Go blimey, you limey. Okay, let's see if I can find anything. This all here is CBNR1, cannabinoid neuroreceptor 1 antagonist, neuromuscular disease. That's a no-no. Oh, that's a no-no. That's a mixed spice. Looks like they have some fennel or anise or whatever in there. It's ground cumin. I don't think cumin is terribly toxic, but I'm not entirely sure. Ground shrimp. Oh yeah, that might be okay. Manduo spice mix. These are Fiesta brand is Fiesta even has his supermarkets here. Mexican oregano. Oh man, that looks like you could smoke it, man. I've seen that in a few bags, man. Good to, really good if you want to turn 1 ounce of ground up weed into 2 ounces. Cinnamon, definitely not. I'll tell you the same trick I used to tell all. Take cinnamon powder, put a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon powder in your mouth, and try to get it down without water. Actually, I hear that some of my students are telling me they've been on TikTok for a long time doing cinnamon powder or mustard. That's CBNR1. It's CBNR1 antagonists. These I really don't. Yeah, pretty much. Ancho chiles, cannabinoid neuroreceptor 1 antagonists. That's a lethal dose of garlic. That's a lethal dose of garlic. CBNR1. A black pepper. Pretty sure they don't contain capsaicin. If you need some heat in your food, old black pepper. Garlic salt. This is actually like goat's milk and brown sugar or something like that. Beer salt, that means it's lime flavored or something like that. Onion powdered, lethal dose. Cajun all seasoning, wouldn't recommend. Ground cinnamon, go ahead and try it. Sweet tooth topping. And I haven't even gotten over this. We got all the McCormick. My brother Charlie, I think, is second or third year in the pros, worked for McCormick. So we had McCormick spices just coming out the windows at my house. But I'm trying to get the stuff that's, I'm sorry, I need to sit down again and turn the chair on and do a okay. Let's get up here and actually I haven't found any like vanilla. I'm not doing a very good job with this jalapeno rub. Yeah, no. Yeah means no in this case. Gourmet Italian choice. Lemon pepper. That might be this black. But then again, it's probably got lemon oil in it. That's going to be toxic. Please, the oil in the skins of citrus is a chemical defense against insects and stuff. You notice you get a burning sensation after you eat some sweet that's made with orange oil or ground cumin, pinto bean seasoning. Almost all this stuff I would reject right out of hand. I already have. Fideo Olay, ground cinnamon, season it all. That's kind of looks like Lowry's. This means it's going to be paprika and fancy light chili powder, ground cinnamon, manual spice. Pico de gallo, that means a chicken's beak. So sharp, so piquant, so picante, you don't want to mess with it. Let's see if we can find some non-toxic spices. Hey, oh blimey. All right, here we go. Welcome to your chemistry channel. I got to look around. As I remember, the book Tropic of Cancer by Henry Miller started off, the very first sentence was, ladies, if you want to keep your man, rub this on your, he used the word for pussycat, because this is aluminum hydroxide. This is what you rub under your armpits with that antiperspirant stuff. It's not really a spice, it's a preservative thing. It's But if those of you who have read the Can't Keep It in a Library, I think it was Henry Miller, Tropic of Cancer. Look at the very first sentence. He mentions this, and he tells it's advice to women to rub it on their naughty bit, their cave. Keeps it nice and dry and tight. I'm having fun with this shit. Freeze-dried chives. I don't think this is overly toxic, other chives, except for the fact that generally to anything you get into green, there's a little bit of that, the UV resistant chemistry and stuff. It's okay. Sesame seeds, yeah, that's okay. But better when they're roasted, toasted. That's okay. Got no problem with that one. Pumpkin pie spice, no. Basil, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you get enough of this into you to be really harmful. Use that in large quantities. Chili powder, oh hell no. Let me look around. Oh, here's a good one. Let me pull up a little bit. Cream of tartar. You know how this really came about? Was they began discovering it in the wine fermentation barrels and stuff. It's a white deposit on the inside of those. This is a tartaric acid. Actually, as I recall, it's a magnesium compound. So actually, yeah, I don't have a, please, I have trouble seeing all it. Let me take a look. Cream of tartar. Yeah, best I know, this is a magnesium compound, and if you're using this in your baking, it's actually really essential for getting that right kind of sugar cookie flavor and other things. I don't really have any objections to this because just best of my recollection, it has very high in magnesium. It's, actually would help you to relieve pain and stuff like that. So no problems with cream of tartar whatsoever. Not to my knowledge. Don't think that's a very, no, that's just okay. Poppy seeds? Oh, yeah. Not a problem with that, really. It's provided you don't have to pass a urinalysis anytime soon. And essential a lot of cooking. Have a nice taste. I like the everything bagel. And those are low. Please, yeah, it's got a little hint of opium in it, but bagel. Oh gosh, here's one of the worst of all. Oh my God, what a horrific spice. Bay leaves is actually like they call it bay laurel. And if you've never collected these when they're fresh and green, oh my God, they will burn your hands. You better be wearing gloves. They use it in all kind of cooking. Absolutely. They're super toxic. They're eucalyptus, really. I used to actually put these when I was on long hikes through the mountains of California. I would break off fresh laurel with gloves on, fresh bay laurel, bay leaves, and put them in my pockets to, prevent any odor, and also it would definitely keep any kind of critter, insect from getting into my pockets and make you smell lovely. And so definitely not. That's on my no-no list. That stuff will make you. As a matter of fact, products that are made with this, it kind of smell like, the way, well, they put this in like minestrone, and it smells like after you've been drinking and then you have to regurgitate what you have drank. It smells like it's got bay leaves in the. So yeah, that's a definite no-no. Here we go. Now, you try. There you go. Getting a look at it. You try and eat. Well, you go ahead and take a heaping teaspoon of this and a glass of water, and this is mustard. It's actually it's ground mustard seed because it's slightly brown. You go ahead, take one heaping teaspoon and wash it down with water and see how long it stays in It may not come out the top, but it's going to definitely come out the bottom, and shortly you'll suffer. They used to use it as a purgative, and gosh, man, I could be here all day. I'm at about 15 minutes now. I wanted to at least show you some vanilla, which vanilla is a neurochemical analog that works in conjunction with the CBNR1 receptor, which works in concert with the much larger and more complicated GABA nodes. They're all adjoined and work in concert. You could actually say that cinnamon is, vanilla would be an essential human nutrient, neurochemical nutrient. Some of these, timely is not too bad, tarragon, some of these are not too, sage not too bad, rosemary not too bad in small quantities. So I'm trying to hit the real, because lime slice, if you're listening, bud, Mike, you asked for it, I'm giving it to you. And what is this, an Italian herb seasoning grinder? Got a lot of that fennel in it, which kind of tastes like licorice and stuff. Now, let me go and search before I end this at, oh gosh, oh blimey, dropped, lost. Actually, if this is, well, no, it's not. Actually, MSG is actually beneficial in the treatment of cancer. It was one of the glutamic excitation. So, in huge doses, it's not good for you, but in small regular doses, it's really good towards helping cells to die off, apoptosis. A glutamic aspartic asparagus is actually, MSG and asparagus is part of my cancer routine. And I've had cancer several times. You're not talking to no idiot here. I'm gonna go past, because a lot of this is just a killer hog barbecue rub. Okay, the usual. All these, they're selling a name instead of the stuff that you can get down there less expensively. I still haven't seen any real vanilla beans. And vanilla extract, I don't really like the flavor of it because they put a sweet alcohol in there that whenever you cook it, unless you really cook it a long time, like bacon and stuff, it doesn't get rid of the, let me back up. I think I'm about to end this here, right here. Mediterranean sea salt. Yeah, well, let's see if I can stand up again. Here we go. Zavala's Varaku. Pure vanilla extract. Pure vanilla bean paste. Yeah, that would probably be my preferred because it hasn't been. Can you see it there? Pure vanilla bean paste. Yeah, I would recommend that product. With seeds. Yeah, it probably would. And let's take a look at their baking vanilla mixture. Please remember that I only have one functioning arm here. And let me look at water, sugar, glycerin, vanilla extract, water, alcohol. But what type of alcohol is actually is it ethanol, or is that alcohol a sweet alcohol? Like at least there's a difference between alcohols. There's alcohols that won't get you. I think technically antifreeze is one of the sweet alcohols. Ethylene glycol. And it isn't giving a proof mark, but extract of vanilla beans, alcohol again, natural flavors, fruit juice for color. I'm not getting that at all. It's not, it's kosher. It's a bonus. But then again, not, because they're, oh shit, it's got the non-GMO label on it. See it right there? That doesn't really mean anything. That's a bogus hippie thing. Could be. Anyway, I must go urinate. let's go to the urinals. And some of this stuff is actually mint oil. Menthol is what I use in a lot of for suturing just topical wounds. Peppermint. Oh well, I think I'm just showing you some of the critical stuff. And there's everything. That's actually the local Einstein Brothers everything bagel topping. I can tolerate it. There's small bits of once baked again, you know. There it is right there. It's got little bits of dehydrated onion in it. You can sometimes tolerate in super small doses, but my main thing is right now, this is Dash, I don't think so. I've kind of covered the toxicity or benefits of spices pretty good, I think, in this. And at 21 minutes, I'm going to end it and go to the urinal. All right, you happy, lime slice? You limey. Go blimey, you limey. Oh, there's that nasty flaxseed oil. Okay. Once again into the fray. I gotta go pee, folks. Boy, when I got here, it was a complete madhouse. I'm glad I'm getting clear of it. I picked up some beef. That's the last of the Lewis Kemp. They don't have the battery is way overpriced. No smart. They've been making exact things, selling on different names. It's probably been in that box for 5 years. And they still want $10 for it. You know, if it rings up, but sometimes what the lady scans for, you know, outside of the register isn't what comes up. It was in the markdown section. It probably has a separate price that her smartphone doesn't show. If it doesn't come up way under current price, then this smart ass you boy ain't buying it. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. I'm kind of reacting to the closed air system in here and people just saturated with fabric softeners. Oh, and here we're back again. These are the evil bastards that funded the American Heart Association. That butter flavor, that's what y'all con me on at Thanksgiving. That's butter flavored palm oil. That is toxic, no good crap. That even at 560 degrees Fahrenheit, you can't get rid of that funk in the palm oil. Cannot be deodorized. That's why they're covering it up with butter flavor. Some of y'all lied to me, and I ended up with a case of cannon butt shortly after Thanksgiving. Thanks for that. Cost me a ton of money. Yeah, I used butter flavored palm oil. I'm sorry, I'm reacting to the fragrances in the store. I got to keep turning because I'm not shooting my junk. I'm trying to not get people on camera. Anyway, lime slice. There's a brief review of the spice oil. Hope you like it. And to all my mates in Australia, I hope you enjoy the, please watch No Lava Road. I posted a short video, CGI, starring Cass Comerford as Waddy, the wise old man, and the young man with road rage. All right, ta-ta.